roar that echoed across the Pride Lands that morning was not one of victory or command, but of conflict tearing a king apart from the inside. He stood atop Pride Rock, mane lifted by the wind, eyes scanning a kingdom that trusted him completely, even as his heart betrayed him. Below him lay the land he was sworn to protect. Somewhere beyond the borders waited the lioness he loved. Thorn choice the throne had never allowed him to make. From that moment, the Pride Lands would feel the weight of a king torn between love and war. He had been raised for this height, this view, this responsibility. From his first steps, every lesson had been carved into him with the same words: duty before desire, kingdom before self, crown before heart. Love was spoken of carefully, like fire, useful only when controlled. He believed it too, because belief was easier than questioning the laws that shaped his bones. Yet belief began to crack the day he met her. She was not from the Pride Lands. She came from dry lands where survival mattered more than ceremony, where strength was earned, not inherited. Her eyes carried storms, her movements carried caution, and her presence disrupted the careful order of his world. Their first meeting was cautious, almost ritualistic, each testing the other. Yet neither could deny the spark that ignited between them. It was not loud or dramatic. It was quiet, dangerous, and undeniable. With her, he felt something the throne had never given him: choice. He was not a future king in her eyes. He was simply a lion, free to laugh, to doubt, to dream. With him, she felt seen beyond scars and struggle. Their bond grew in stolen moments, beneath moonlit skies and rustling grass, where the Pride Lands felt far away and the world seemed simpler. Every meeting strengthened love, and every goodbye reminded them it was forbidden. The Pride Lands noticed the change before he did. Elders whispered. Warriors watched. A king distracted was a kingdom at risk. When the council confronted him, their voices were heavy with history and fear. They warned him of past wars, of outsiders blamed for chaos, of how love had once weakened rulers and shattered prides. They spoke of the circle of life, of balance, of sacrifice. He listened in silence, knowing that no argument could justify his heart. She faced judgment too. Her pride accused her of betrayal, of forgetting the blood spilled because of Pride Land's decisions. They said love had made her weak, blind to danger. She tried to explain that he was different, that he questioned the very system that had caused so much suffering. But fear does not listen, and hope rarely wins arguments rooted in pain. The night love became a choice instead of a secret. The sky burned red and gold. They met knowing the consequences would follow. There were no promises of peace, only honesty. Love, once hidden, now stood exposed against tradition and power. From that moment, whispers turned into warnings, and warnings into commands. The Pride Lands closed their borders. Patrols doubled. Tensions tightened like a drawn claw. The first clash was small, barely remembered, but blood touched the soil, and the land remembered everything. Fear spread faster than truth. Love became a convenient enemy. War arrived wearing the mask of protection. He was forced into command, standing before warriors who trusted his roar to guide them. Every order felt like a betrayal. Each step toward battle pulled him further from the lion he had been with her. He told himself he could end it quickly, limit the damage, protect both sides. But war does not listen to good intentions. She became a symbol she never wanted to be. To the Pride Lands, she was the reason for bloodshed, her name spoken with anger and fear. To her people, she was hope proof that even kings could choose differently. Love stripped her of anonymity and turned her heart into a battlefield others fought over. The war consumed the Pride Lands. Grasslands burned, rivers darkened with ash. Cubs learned the sound of battle before lullabies. Victory felt hollow. Defeat felt the same. With every fallen lion, the distance between duty and love widened. They met again among ruins and smoke. No joy remained, only grief sharpened by memory. Love still burned, but now it carried guilt and responsibility. 2. They understood then that the war no longer belonged to them alone. It had become a storm fueled by fear, pride, and refusal to change. 3. When the council demanded a final assault, something inside him broke. He saw the future clearly. Endless bloodshed justified by tradition. Obedience would mean destroying everything a true king should protect. In that moment, he chose differently. He turned against the Pride Lands, not with hatred, but with resolve. His roar froze the battlefield, not with rage, but defiance. Warriors hesitated, stunned by the sight of one of their own standing against the system that raised him. He fought fiercely, shielding lives where he could, standing between death and those who had once been his enemies. She fought beside him, back to back, trust forged in fire guiding every move. The battlefield dissolved into chaos. Loyalties broke. Lines vanished. The final moments thundered with flame and grief. Even the sky seemed to mourn. When silence fell, the land was scarred beyond recognition. The Pride Lands remained standing, but they were no longer the same. The war ended not in victory, but in exhaustion. He lived, but the crown did not. Exile followed, not as punishment, but as necessity. A kingdom that feared love could not be led by a king who fought for it. She survived too, carrying loss and hope in equal measure. Together, they left the Pride Lands behind, not as fugitives, but as proof that love could challenge even the strongest traditions. Their story became legend, whispered through generations, a reminder that the greatest courage is not always found in ruling, but in choosing the heart when the world demands war. And across the savannah, when the wind moves through the grass and echoes beneath Pride Rock, the land remembers the king who was torn between love and war, and the choice that changed the Pride Lands forever.